Hello Year 3, today in English we are going to be using our research from yesterday to write a paragraph and improve it. To begin with, we need to think about how we can turn our list of facts into a piece of writing, and I'm going to model how to do this. So to start off with, I am going to need my facts, my notes I took from yesterday's lesson, and I'm going to turn them into full sentences. So my first sentence is going to be about Zeus being the king of gods. So I might say Zeus was powerful and king of the gods. My next one is about his father. So I could say his cruel father Kronos, I'm going to say savagely attempted to eat him when he was younger. And that's my next bullet point turned into a full sentence. Now, my next one is about the Cyclops and the Thunderbolt. And I know I've got 3 notes about the Thunderbolt, so I'm going to merge them together so they're included in the same bit. A Cyclops made use a Thunderbolt, which he used to blast his father with. And then I'm going to add in many men and gods feared his thunderbolts too. So I've included all 3 notes about the thunderbolt in a sentence together, or a couple of sentences. And then lastly, I'm going to say Zeus triumphantly beat both of his brothers, Hades and Poseidon, to become king. So I have managed to turn my notes, my facts, into full sentences to create a paragraph. What your first task to do is you need to do the same for your paragraphs, for your notes about Zeus, Hera and Poseidon. So pause the video here so you can turn your notes into full sentences. Now that you have turned your notes into full sentences to create a paragraph, we are going to think about improving the start of our sentences. Now on the screen here, I have a word bank that we have created for you. And today we are going to use this last column labelled sentence starters. And these have words in that you could use to improve the start of your sentences. And I'm going to model how to do that too. So I'm just going to make it a bit smaller so I can fit everything on the screen. And I'm just going to pick a few sentence starters to include in my writing to improve it. Now, I don't need to use a sentence starter for the start of every sentence because I might overdo it, but I can use some to make it more interesting for my reader. So for my first one, it says Zeus was powerful and king of the gods. Now I'm going to use the sentence starter thousands of years ago. Thousands of years ago, Zeus was powerful and king of the gods. So that's my first, and I'm just going to highlight it blue so you can see nice and clearly where I've improved it. His cruel father Kronos savagely attempted to eat him when he was younger. Now for this, I think the word bizarrely fits really well because it's quite bizarre that he would eat his children. So I would add in bizarrely, and I'm going to have to remember to remove my capital letter because it's not the start of the sentence anymore. Bizarrely, his cruel father Kronos savagely attempted to eat him when he was younger. My next one, a Cyclops made Zeus a thunderbolt which he used to blast his father with. For this one, I'm going to say incredibly, because it's quite incredible that a Cyclops can make a thunderbolt. incredibly, a Cyclops made Zeus a thunderbolt, which he used to blast his father with. And then I quite like adding, I think the because of this would work really well for this sentence, because it explains why the others are scared too. Because of this, many men and gods feared his thunderbolts too. And I'm going to leave my last sentence. Zeus triumphantly beat both of his brothers, Hades and Poseidon, to become king, because I think that fits quite well. So you have already turned your notes into paragraphs, and your second and final task is to use the sentence starters to improve the starts of your sentences. You can use the word bank as well as your own sentence starters to do this. Please don't forget to send any of your work into the Year 3 email, because we would love to read your information about gods and goddesses.